Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the world of 401k plans and more specifically, the 5 things to not do with your 401k. So my name is Njideka and I'm your go-to guide for all things personal finance. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to stay updated with all of my latest videos. So let's get started to make sure you are on the right path to financial freedom in 2024. Number 1, avoid rolling your old 401k into your new one. So first things first, I know there's an allure to rolling that old 401k money into the 401k at your new employer, but hold on. Doing this could mean that you're walking into a trap of hidden fees. Well, hidden, not so hidden. These fees usually depend on your employer's plan size, the participant numbers, and the plan provider. The majority of 401k fees are just part of the program, and it can make sense to incur them if, for example, the company is offering an employee match. If not, I may advise you looking elsewhere for your retirement investing options, but I'll get back to that. So normal costs associated with employer-sponsored plans can come from 2 primary places: the plan provider and the funds within the plan. They can take a significant bite out of your long-term returns. And surprisingly, many investors are in dark about these fees. Even TD Ameritrade did a survey showing that a significant number of people aren't even aware that they exist. The bottom line is, while you can't dodge these fees entirely in a 401k, you can play it smart. So consider rolling your old 401k into an IRA at an external brokerage. Why? Because IRAs often have lower fees and offer a wider range of investment options than the limited choices that are in your employer-sponsored retirement plan. By doing this, you minimize fees and maximize your investment potential. So before automatically rolling over your money into a new employer's plan, remember this tip because it could save you a lot in the long run. Now, let's move on to another crucial aspect of managing your 401k effectively, that being not leaving any free money on the table. So number 2, don't leave free money on the table. So let's talk about the opportunity to get your employer to match the money in your 401k. So while a 401k is an attractive savings tool because of its tax advantages, the real game changer is in the employer match. It's essentially free money contributed to your retirement plan by your employer. So here's how it works. Suppose your employer offers a 6% match. If your annual salary is $60,000, 6% of that is $3,600. So depending on your plan's specific matching formula, your employer could match 50% of whatever your contribution is up to 6%, equating to a maximum of $1,800 from them versus your $3,600. And in some plans, they match dollar for dollar. So if you put in $3,600, they're putting in $3,600. Everybody's matching percentage is different. I've seen matching a 3%, I've seen matching a 5%, 6%, I've seen matching even at 8%. But what if there's no employer match? Then your 401k may still be your best bet if you're chasing higher contribution limits to catch up on your retirement savings, or if you've maxed out on income eligibility for the other tax advantage accounts like IRAs. Now, I want to bring this point home before we move on to the next point. Let's get an idea about the impact of taking the match versus skipping it. Imagine 2 employees at the same company, Alex and Jordan. Both are earning $60,000 a year. Alex decides to contribute 6% of her salary to the 401k and receives the full employer match, effectively doubling her investment. Jordan, on the other hand, opts not to contribute to the 401k and misses out on the employer match. Over time, Alex's account is going to grow significantly more due to the combined effect of her contributions and the employer match, whereas Jordan's potential retirement savings fall short. Bottom line, don't be Jordan. Oh, and when it comes to the employer match, also be sure to ask your HR about the vesting schedule for your employer's 401k plan. This is crucial. The vesting schedule dictates when you gain full ownership of your employer's contributions, should you choose to leave the company. Now, your contributions are always yours, but that employer match, you may have to stay there for a while in order to be able to take it when you actually leave. So make sure that you understand your plan specifics, as this can greatly influence your decision to even contribute at all, especially if you'll soon be considering a job change. Having covered the importance of not leaving free money on the table, let's move to another vital aspect of your 401k, understanding the type of contributions you're making. Number 3 is be mindful of your contribution type. So now we're going to dive a little deeper into the crucial choice between pre-tax and Roth contributions in your 401k. This decision is going to significantly impact your tax situation both now and in retirement. So in a traditional pre-tax 401k, your contributions could provide an immediate tax break because it counts as a tax deduction. However, keep in mind that upon withdrawal in retirement, these funds are going to be taxed. In contrast, a Roth 401k doesn't offer the upfront tax benefit, but the growth and the withdrawals are going to be tax-free. So as you see, the fundamental differences lie in the timing of the taxation. Now, if you prefer to pay taxes now to avoid potential future tax hikes, or if you think you'll be in a higher tax bracket later, a Roth 401k may be a savvy choice for you. One easy way to think about which option may benefit you now is whether or not you usually see yourself owing during tax time, or you often get a refund check back. Now remember, you definitely want to check with your tax advisor. But think about it. If you often owe, then you can probably use the tax deductible pre-tax contributions now. But then again, if you normally get money back, you may be better suited to bypass the upfront benefit and opt for the tax-free benefit on the back end. Now, here's one contribution type people rarely talk about, and I want to clarify it. So there's a difference between a Roth contribution and an after-tax contribution. You probably see it when you're looking at the options in your contribution types. One thing that's kind of confusing is that Roth contributions are technically after-tax contributions. So let me explain. After-tax contributions to a 401k are made with after-tax dollars like Roth contributions, but they're not capped at the contribution limit. So for example, the contribution limit for a 401k in 2024 is $23,000. When putting in after-tax contributions, those fall under a broader $69,000 overall contribution plan for 2024, that is. Unlike Roth contributions, the earnings on after-tax contributions are taxed upon withdrawal. So the strategic advantage of using after-tax contribution occurs after you've maxed out on the other favorable retirement account contribution methods. And if you still have more to contribute, then making after-tax contributions may make sense. And keep in mind, contributions to an after-tax 401k can later be moved into a Roth IRA, where you can still get the tax-free income benefits later on. But again, since this strategy can be a bit complex, I highly advise you to consult a tax advisor or CPA. So in summary, whether it's pre-tax, Roth, or after-tax contributions, the best choice is what aligns with your current financial situation and your long-term retirement goals. It's not just about saving for retirement, it's about doing it in the most tax-efficient way possible. Number 4, do not settle for that default asset allocation. So when it comes to asset allocations in your 401k, it's crucial not to simply go with the flow. Often, employer-sponsored 401k plans will include either conservative funds or a target date fund as your default option. Now, these funds, while convenient, may not be the best fit for every investor. Target date funds, for example, usually adopt a one-size-fits-all strategy, adjusting the mix of stocks and bonds as you get closer to retirement age. However, they often come with higher annual expense ratios and can have inconsistent historical returns. So, instead of automatically opting for these default funds, it's important to consider taking a more tailored approach to your investments. Your retirement journey is unique, and your fund choices should reflect where you currently stand and where you aim to be. Look for a balance between different asset categories, meaning stocks, bonds, and other investment types that all align with your retirement timeline and your risk tolerance. It's not about diversifying into a multitude of funds, but finding the right mix with the lowest fees. Because don't forget, higher fees can significantly erode your returns over time. So focusing on funds with lower expense ratios is key. And remember, every percentage point counts when it comes to the growth of your retirement savings. So in summary, actively choosing your 401k investments can make a substantial difference in your retirement journey. It's not just about being invested, it's about being invested wisely. So take the time to review your options, understand the costs involved, and select funds that truly align with your personal retirement goals and financial situation. Don't just let somebody else dictate your financial future. Number 5, ensure that your 401k is going to even be enough for retirement. Planning for retirement is like setting up for a perfect road trip. You need to know your destination and how to get there. Have you calculated how much you're going to need at retirement to live comfortably? Are you contributing enough to reach that goal? Or are you just hoping for the best? I need you to ditch any delusion and get real about your retirement planning. You have to do the math in advance to make sure you're putting away enough to be able to retire when and how you want to. So be sure to check the link in the description below if you'd like to set up a consultation for me to assist you with that. Bonus tip number 6, consider opening a personal retirement account. Now, I got a bonus tip for you. Don't overlook the possibility that you might need a personal retirement account to supplement your 401k. This could be essential in bridging any gaps left by your employer-sponsored plan. Listen, you may have to use a full arsenal of accounts to ensure that you retire comfortably. Also, remember that employer-sponsored plans only provide a limited menu of investment options for you to choose from, while personal IRAs or individual retirement accounts have a wider selection of funds for you to choose from. All right, so there you have it, folks. 5 things that you should avoid doing with your 401k, plus a bonus tip for you to keep in mind. Remember, 2024 is your year to take control of your financial destiny. Do not let another year slip by without making informed decisions about your retirement plans. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who could benefit from the advice. And if you want to learn more about managing your finances effectively, drop me a comment below and let's get the conversation started. And if you're ready to take a significant step towards financial clarity and independence, don't forget to check out the link in the description for my ultimate personal finance dashboard. It is time to turn your financial goals into achievements. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode.